Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another video. I am here to share a couple ornaments that I made. They're really probably table decorations, but they are going out tomorrow because I'm giving them as gifts. So I wanted to do a quick run through of what I made and how I did it and all of that good stuff. So these are the two smallest vignettes. These are the rectangles. And so what I did first of all is I didn't do anything with the wood. I really like showing the wood, and you know, I'm sure that there will be times when I cover up a lot of the side or even the inside, but for these I wanted them rustic looking and I wanted kind of this look. You can see that I paired them with some other wooden elements. So I'm going to start with this one. So this one I used some of the Christmas design tape from Idea-Ology. And so some of these items are Idea-Ology, but others aren't. This is the design tape with the holly and the berries. And so I just put that on all four of the top sides. I used one of the flare. Now this is the regulation size flare, and this one says Warm Wishes, number 12. I think you can see that. And I went ahead and used one of the, I think this is part of the baseboards for the seasonal, and it says December 25. This Santa is one that I purchased a couple years ago. Came in a set of like, I don't know, 20. He was a like a clearance item, and like I said, there are quite a few. I still have a ton of them, but he is ceramic, so he's, you know, pretty authentic, and he came with a little loop. Let's see if you can see that at the top. He has a loop still stuck to his head. I didn't try to take it away. And came with, you know, just a piece of organza ribbon. And I went ahead and just glued him into the back of this box. Ceramic, like uncured, or not uncured, but uncoated ceramic to wood. With just art glitter glue. And he like is stuck in there. So I also went ahead and used some collage medium, I think, to put over the top part, the band of the hat and the palm of the hat. And then I added some rock candy glitter to those. This was colored, it was a little brown. It felt to me like someone accidentally got some red on here and they tried to work around it, because the other ones I have, the band and the palm are really white, but this one just happened to have some brownish coloring on it. So I think that that's what that's about. So once I glued that in order to get the flare to stick, I went ahead and I cut or punched a 1-inch circle with my little circle punch, and I cut like 3 or 4 of them, and I glued the frame of the flare on the back to the circle, because it's really only attached to that paper on that end. These are just like buttons, you know, like pinback buttons that you get, except, you know, without the pin in them. So it's really just the frame that's connected. So I glued that to the paper, and then I had a wider surface to glue on to Santa. So I went ahead and did that. This is a sisal tree that I had. It was plain colored, and I used red spray stain And then there's a combination of mica and rock candy on here just because I was playing around with a couple different medium to kind of attach it. So this was my tester, but I really loved the way it turned out, so I used it here. And then once those were glued in, I just glued this across the front. And then here, I glued a wooden bead. It's actually a wooden button. So it was a set of 4 buttons, and these are like old school 70s buttons. And I glued it just the wood to wood with art glitter glue. Before I glued it down, I went ahead and put a jump ring on top, and that way an ornament hook could be hung there, or could be used to hang it from something. But I do have, you know, I think that also they might just sit on the table this way. So I will take a couple pictures from this angle and put them here so that you guys can see that. This other one is one that is inspired by Tammy B. Plays Well with Paper is her YouTube channel and her blog, and I will link that below. She did a large candy cart that really inspired me to do a larger tray that is all candy themed. That one, I'm not sure if it'll post before or after this, but I will either way kind of link it here at some point or link it down below so that you can see that full thing. That one is like this size, and it has a bunch of other candy sweets elements in it. But let me take you through this one. I did the same bead or button with a jump ring on top and just glued it wood to wood with art glitter glue. I used the same, from the same set of design tape, I used this striped one. And then I put from, I'm not sure if it's a current one, but there's this peppermint ephemera. I was going through some of the Idea-Ology ephemera that I had, Christmas ones, and noticed that I had one from 2017 that wasn't opened. So I don't know how that escaped me for so long, but I don't know if this is from that or not, but I was really excited about it when I found it. So this is another Idea-Ology candy cane from this season. And then you can see I have these 3 little glass vials that have the cork toppers. These are not Idea-Ology. These are just ones that I purchased. I think I got like 150 of them a few years ago. And this is really the first time I've used them in a project. This one and the other vignette that I made. But you can see that I have, let me see if I can get a good, here I have tiny no-hole pearls. So these are like the baubles, that the Idea-Ology baubles, except for that they're in different sizes. So I picked out, I just bought fake pearls online that have no holes. And, you know, it comes in a set of like a billion. And I took red alcohol ink and colored some of them, and then green alcohol ink and colored other ones. And they look like little hard candies or jawbreakers or something. These little slices are ones that I've had in my stash and that I've used for shaker cards in the past. You may recognize those. I did some peppermint swirl die cut shaker things and use these little guys, and I really like them. So luckily they fit in this little vial. I didn't even actually glue the vial tops down, so you could open them if you wanted to. But and then this other one has some little green and red colored mica flakes. So the in Tammy B's tutorial, she shows or talks about making rock candy sticks using this method. So I did actually make rock candy sticks in my other tutorial or my other make. But what I did is I used the sticks from Q-tips, and I just cut off the ends of it and put some collage medium on so that the stick wasn't stained by the color of the alcohol ink. But I'll show you that in another video. So that is both little green and red pieces with the Ranger mica. And then these over here, this is one of the tubes from this year's Halloween Idea-Ology. What I did is I took they're not enamel, they're like acrylic bubbles. They're called like dewdrops or bubbles. I guess it depends on who you buy them from, but they were in white, or I'm sorry, they're clear and red. And so what I did is a few of them, I put them through, rubbed them in some collage medium and put them in some iridescent glitter. But the rest, I put them in collage medium and just rolled them around in some rock candy glitter. Excuse me. So there's a couple of different looks if you really stare at it, but you can see that there is some of that iridescent shimmer, and there's just some of that kind of glittery glitter. So yeah. Then I went ahead and put this Be Joyful across the top, because who's not joyful when you have a whole thing of candy in front of you? I hope you enjoyed this one. I will link as many of the supplies as I can below, but also check out Plays Well with Paper's YouTube channel. I have been watching her videos a lot lately, and she has just inspired me so much. So check her out, and if you leave her a comment, let her know that I sent you.